Welcome back to Let's Go Vegan 2.0, where each week we give more, share more, and do more to help more animals. It's already week 10, which means that if you've completed every week, including this one, you'll have saved over 1,000 animals. I want to say a sincere thank you to everybody who's been doing Vegan 2.0 so far. These videos are some of my lowest click-through rates, and that's not so surprising. You know what it's going to be, it's nothing that dramatic, and it's going to cost you 20 quid. One thing that I like about Vegan 2.0 is that it represents quiet and stubborn progress, steady commitment to repeating the process that we know is going to get results. And that is how most great things are achieved, not through some dramatic moment or revolutionary realization, but through steady commitment to repeating an effective process. This week we covered the viral podcast that saved millions of animals via donations. And we're still showing up on Friday to give our 20 quid, share some stuff on Facebook, and to send some emails on the THL platform. None of us really know what is going to happen next week to animals, whether it could be another great victory like we saw this week, or a huge setback. But whatever happens, we'll be back here again next Friday to give our 20 quid, share some stuff on Facebook, and to send some emails on the THL platform. Thank you for joining me. And with that said, Let's Go Vegan 2.0, Week 10. Let's go. First, give more. And we've now given to almost all of Animal Charity Evaluator's recommended charities. This is going to be the 10th out of 11. This week we're giving to Sinergia Animal, according to Animal Charity Evaluators. Sinergia Animal carries out a range of short-term and long-term strategies to help reduce the significant suffering endured by farmed animals in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Indonesia, Peru, and Thailand. At any one time, more than 800 million egg-laying hens are subjected to intensive farming systems in the countries where Sinergia works. Over 40 million pigs are farmed intensively in Brazil, where Sinergia carries out their pig welfare project. Sinergia's strategically developed programs are likely to lead to significant benefits for egg-laying hens and farmed pigs, including in regions where the animal advocacy movement is currently relatively neglected. They sensitively tailor their campaigns to each country, setting a strong overarching agenda, but granting country-specific teams autonomy to adapt that agenda to national contexts. They have a strong track record of productive engagement with relevant stakeholders through their corporate outreach campaign, especially with producers and retailers. Their programs have been able to help a substantial number of animals at relatively little cost. For example, we estimate that combined their cage-free corporate campaigns, institutional meat reduction campaign, and pig welfare program could positively impact hundreds of animals per dollar spent. Sinergia's plans for how they'd spend additional funding across 2025 and 2026 give us confidence that they would use donations in ways that likely create the most positive change for farmed animals. Sinergia Animal has been a recommended charity since November 2018. Sinergia Animal, you're getting my 20 quid this week. As always, I invite you to join me and give generously to this week's effective animal charity. Second, share more. Each week we share something on social media that's going to nudge our family, friends and followers towards a more vegan perspective or way of life. This week we're going to share something that will be incredibly exciting if you're British and mildly puzzling if you're American. The most popular high street bakery chain in the UK, Greggs, is bringing back, by popular demand, its vegan steak bake. Against a backdrop of lots of chains discontinuing vegan items, this is really positive news in the UK for at least two reasons. One is just how ubiquitous Greggs is in the UK. As a guide for Americans, we have about 1,300 McDonald's stores in the UK and about 2,600 Greggs. And two, it harks back to the Greggs vegan sausage roll launch in January 2019, which felt like a real cultural tipping point for veganism in the UK. So the return of Greggs vegan steak bake, which is dope by the way, is really strong news for veganism in the UK. We're going to share this to Facebook and to LinkedIn. There we go. And finally, do more. We're back at action.thehumaneleague.org. This platform makes it incredibly easy for you to take part in activism focused on strategic targets of broader animal movement campaigns. We're looking for 10 more points again this week. let's go. Okay, let's go. Comment on Subway's LinkedIn post. Nice. Done. We're going to 106 this week. Email a birthday card, okay. Paste. Send. Done. Leave a negative Google review for Best Western on cage-free eggs. Paste. Done. Email the Washington Spirit team about the Food Giant partnership. Done. Email the New York Mets about Stop and Shop partnership. Send. And done. And we're doing another birthday card. Is it the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. And done. Boom. And we're good. And there we go. Congratulations on completing week 10 of Vegan 2.0. If you are still turning up every week to give more, share more, and do more for animals, then you are exactly the kind of person that can change the game for animals. But we need a lot more people like you. Share this video with your friends and family. Invite them to join us next week. This is Chris Bryant, PhD. Cheers.